Hello. Okay, I'm going to try again to talk a little bit about my Burning Man experience. One thing that I really like about Burning Man is that like you totally feel like you have this huge family, and everybody deserves that feeling. 560 and Burning Man really showed me. 560 is the house that I lived in, with like 15 people. We're a part of the very tight community, and then maybe like including everyone, like 20, 25, maybe even 30 people were a part of our bigger community. Yeah, everybody deserves to feel like they're surrounded by family. And one thing that I told people was, even though I hadn't known 560 for very long, at one point when I decided that like I had never felt like this before, being surrounded by all of these awesome people, it's not that we had a lot of memories that we made together. Like some people are really close with their high school friends and they make a lot of memories together, but then you can't really let new people into that community because you're always talking about the past that you had, and it's about like all these memories. It's about having all the people on the same page. Like I heard this happen in the Occupy movement too a lot. Having people on the same page with the same attitude, and everyone just loves one another no matter what. This idea of acceptance, like for whatever you are, that was totally unique to Burning Man and to my 560 community. I think you get it a lot if you go to church too. So if you go to church, maybe you have a community like that. But man, oh man! And all the time people tell you welcome home, and it feels like home. And it's this attitude that's just like vibrating all throughout the desert that's just like, this is our home. So there was this hug deli that we went to in Burning Man, and in order to get a hug, you had to give them 2 compliments, and there were a couple people there that would help you with your order. So you would give one of the people who worked at the hug deli 2 compliments, and then they would give you the hug of your choice. So I picked the gangster hug, I think, and there was like the warm and fuzzy hug and all that stuff. But we got to get a cinnamon swirl hug. So we got into a circle and we all held hands, and then but then like we broke off the circle, and one person at the end like started it, and he like wrapped himself in the other person, and then the other person like they went around and around. Maybe I can get a couple people together and demonstrate it. And just we all were wrapped in the hug, and it was like the coolest hug ever. Also, another thing that I realized is like Burning Man was so cheesy, and I'm such a cheesy person, but like we all need to be cheesy because life is awesome, and like being cheesy actually is really nice. But another place where you're cheesy, schools are really cheesy. It's like the slogans that they put up on the wall, and like all the mascot stuff, and like I don't know, having cheers and like chanting together. That happens in churches and schools and Burning Man. And when you're on drugs or drinking alcohol, like you say things that are so cheesy. But why are we afraid of being cheesy and silly? Unicorns exist. They are just fat and gray and ugly, and we call them rhinoceroses. Okay. So I'm gonna lead you through 2 cheesy things that really helped me in the playa. Look at how happy his doggy is. Look at how happy he is. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through 2 cheesy things that I did. One of them, we sat in a circle. There was a bunch of people, and we chanted, "I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires." And it was really cool and we did these visualization exercises, and we like imagined ourselves as like on purple fire. Like purple fire was consuming us, and we were walking across the street, and everyone else, you know, was consumed by this purple fire, and we were all so beautiful. And the purple fire would connect us, and it would connect us to the heavens and to the earth, the core of the earth. And so just say that to yourself. I know it's cheesy, but say that with me, and picture, however you want to picture it, purple fire. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Okay, another thing that was really awesome was this girl named Sonia Sophia. And she did this EFT, which is like we tapped ourselves and we chanted together, and it was really cool. She also said, before I go into the tapping, one thing that she told us was to like, okay, so imagine yourself saying yes, and think how that makes your body feel. Yes. Yes. Now imagine your body saying no. 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 Pay attention to the sensations that you feel when you say both of those things. Man, if you like start to become friends with yourself, and you start to be able to like read yourself, you can tell the difference between whether you want to do something or whether you don't want to do something. And it's really cool. So Franz Kafka said there is only one human sin: impatience. If someone is telling you that you're being impatient, do they really mean that you aren't accepting the reality that they are trying to shove down your throat? And if you feel impatient, do you feel pressured to accept something you don't want to accept? Impatience is a disconnect between what you're doing and someone's perception of what you should be doing. So it's kind of dumb because, I mean, you should pay attention to what's going on, what you should be doing, but just do it. Like if you're sitting in a doctor's office and you're like impatient, what are your choices? You can either leave, or you can like try and accept the fact that you're there, or try and find some way to like it. So impatience it shouldn't exist. It's totally a silly thing. So impatience is an illusion. Yes. So if you find yourself in the doctor's office and you're impatient, either leave, or like people watch, or try and like find something that's awesome, or take that time to like hang out with yourself and be like, yo, what's up? And after Burning Man, and in general, like in my life, I've been having these moments of like it's this amazing feeling where you get like this total clear-headedness, unconditional love, and full appreciation just take over all the empty space in your head. And you're just void of desire, expectation, and insecurity. Now, I can like make that happen for myself. Take the time to really learn how to love and accept yourself, because it's worth it. And that's kind of what I did at Burning Man. I like really put aside that time to just like, ugh. Rocket Rock Productions. Yeah.